Muy buenas tardes, esta es Lupita, María Lupita Jiménez con ustedes de nuevo para Suceso en Español y el día de hoy tenemos al señorón Vinney Chopra. Este personaje tremendo ha cambiado la vida de mi familia y el traerlo aquí y el estar entrevistándolo es un honor para mí porque él ha creado un gran imperio en el negocio de las bienes raíces comerciales, los apartamentos, complejos de apartamentos para inversión. Entonces, pues sin más ni más, voy a platicar con el señor Vinney Chopra. Esto va a ser completamente en inglés, pero vamos a poner subtítulos para que todos ustedes lean y entiendan a perfección lo que este señorón ha logrado. Como migrante de la India, él vino solamente con $7 y ahorita él tiene un portafolio de más de 250 millones de dólares en sus manos. Entonces, ¿quién mejor para escuchar que esta sensacional historia que el señor Vinney Chopra? Vinney, thank you very much for being here with us.
Maria, it's such a pleasure to be here. I appreciate everybody who's watching me. I'm humbled to be here. I'm just a small guy, who is just, trying to spread the good word about investing in real estate. And I'm humbled to be here with you.
Thank you, Vinney. We are same thing. We're such small little thing going on, and we have so much dreams. And being here with you, and I was just saying how you have changed my life, my family's life, my husband. He's a coach for my husband. It's just amazing that you gave me this opportunity. So let's go right into it. Oh yes, see, Mr. Chopra has.
I know my English is poquito, right? I'm in Spanish. Spanish is poquito.
Thank you. We appreciate the poquito that you can tell us in Spanish for sure. So basically, we just want to know what's your immigrant story. I want to know where you're from and why did you decide to come to this beautiful country of the United States?
Sure. I started my journey many years back, almost 40 years back. I'm from India originally, and I grew up in a very humble beginning in one-bedroom apartment with 6 children, and mom and dad, so 8 of us in that, and we didn't have much at all. I remember we never had a refrigerator in our house, and we never had, a television in the house. We couldn't afford it. And then also we, even for transportation, we had bicycle. That's what I grew up. And I always wanted to become an engineer because in India, it is very prominent that you want to learn get a better education, things like that. So I became an engineer. That's what I used to break my toys and all just to see inside and put them back together, things like that. So I became mechanical engineer in India, and then I worked for a very nice company, big company, Larsen Toubro. But I always had thought, even in the high school back then, I want to do better. I want to grow better and make an impact in my life and also help my parents and my sisters in their weddings and things like that.
Oh, wow.
To really help, my family.
How many brothers and sisters you got?
Well, we have actually 1 brother and 4 sisters, and myself. So we are 6 of us. Yeah, 6 of us. And with the grace of God, they're all doing very well right now, and so forth. But I came to United States in Washington, D.C. to do my MBA in marketing. And I thought engineering, mechanical engineering and marketing together will be great. No, definitely, I thought that I'll be able to do really good in combining both the skills. But when I was coming here, I didn't bring money but $7. That's all I had, to bring it in. So I knew I needed to earn money, to pay for tuition and things like that. So I started selling books and encyclopedias and Bible books, actually outside Atlanta, not far from here, Orlando. And that's when I cut my teeth in sales.
Okay.
Yes, and I kind of liked it. It was a lot of hard work, rejection and positive attitude and things like that. I was also exposed to the book Think and Grow Rich at that time. David W. Schwartz, Magic of Thinking Big. That's 42 years back.
Wow.
Somebody gave me those books, the company I worked with. Then Charlie Tremendous Jones, Life is Tremendous. All those very good books were there. Dale Carnegie book, I remember. So they gave us like 4 or 5 books, to learn. And then that's what I did anyway. So it became so evident that I could make a difference in the lives of people by really building relationships in sales and relationships. And I put my engineering behind, actually, which I wanted to really become a great engineer. I put it in a box. So it's good in life to really see where we are and how we're going to impact the people around us. And that's what changed my life. So I became a consultant, actually, promotional consultant with a company and motivational speaker.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing most of my life, actually.
Have you always been have you been smiling like this always? Is that something that came to be?
I would say that it has been like that since I came to USA. And I was doing all right in sales. They would give me the trophies, and then they took my middle name out because I was smiling so much. I remember they said Vinney Smile Chopra. So it's like almost over 40 years. And they said, Vinney, you smile too much. You're, always smiling. So that's what I have really done all my life now. And my brand name is also Smiley, Mr. Smile, Mr. Enthusiasm kind of thing. Thank you. So I just feel like, in our life, we can be as positive as we can be, or as negative as we can be. But the best thing is to really look at every situation that comes in our life in a positive way. Even though it may be negative, but if we look at it in a different mindset, sometimes the impact of that negativity, wrong thing or whatever happens or hardship, it gets lessened. And we can tackle that much better. And that's when I programmed my mind and my family and everybody. They say, always are so positive about things. And that's why I'm writing my next book. Positivity, yes. And so positivity brings profitability is my next book. I already dictated it. I'm not a good writer, but I dictated it. It's also already at the publishers and all. They're putting all them together. They'll send me the draft and I'll look through it, add more to it.
Oh my God, congratulations. So what if there was a time machine in front of you and you'll be able to talk to the Vinney Chopra 20 years back? What would you say to that Vinney Chopra then?
I would say, and my wife is going to love this, what I'm going to say, because my wife, we've been married 39 years.
39
this
years.
Year, it'll be 40 years next year. We are very excited. And we have 2 children, Neil and Monica, as you know, and our company's name is Monil, which is Monica and Neil together.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And the good part is that my wife, if 20 years back, I would have listened to her. She was saying, what you're doing is great, but you can be greater than great. I mean, that's what she always believed in me, more than I believed in myself. And I was looking for more security with the promotional consultant job, and I was making good money, but she said, no, you need to be really out there. The listening power you have and the communication power you have, you will be tremendous, And we just kind of got started the company 12 years back. So if I had started 20 years back, I never look back most of the time to really say, why didn't I do it? I just believed that that's what was the right time whenever I did it. But if I were to go back 20 years, I would be in real estate. What I'm doing now for the last 10 years, it would be 20 years back.
Okay.
That's the only difference would be, and I'll be impacting more people. My passion is very strong to teach and, have the investors learn the knowledge to have how to invest nicely, wisely, to get better life returns, lifestyles and good returns on the money, saving more and then earning more money with that, and then also how to invest in commercial real estate.
Absolutely. So you definitely have to translate that to Spanish because all of us, we're going to be reading that book.
Oh,
sure.
thank you. Thank
Yes.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we know what your advice will be, just getting full into real estate by 20 years, what is, you see, this is mainly for our immigrants in this country. I'm an immigrant. Mr. Chopra is an immigrant.
Totally.
So we're reaching out to all of those souls that come here with big dreams and that try to live the American dream, and they're here to make it happen. What is your advice to those people that just got here?
I would definitely say, please look inside and look at what you are good at. So as you're coming into the country, you need to really sit down and have a meeting with yourself to see where I want to excel. And if there is something that you are passionate about, find a business or job, could be job, in that particular field, because life is too short to not really enjoy what we are doing. So it's a great opportunity to always be thinking, not that I can do this or that or that or that, but think that I can do this and this and this and this.
Wow.
So, that has been a mindset in my mind, to be always thinking that you can work in several things. Our brain, we only use 10%, 7 to 10% of the brain. 90% goes wasted when we die. So I believe that, we should be always learning and reading and listening. Okay, that will be another thing I like to say. To really be listening to podcasts on positive thinking, because what you want to do as an immigrant coming in here, you want to reach success, but it's going to be grunt work. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but be thinking that you're willing to do it, and you're going to find ways to go to the next step and the next step and the next step, and working in teams. So associate with the right people. Relationships is huge.
You said it. That's true.
It's so important, because we are the sum total of 5 people that we associate with. We talk about that,
Okay.
So 5 people that you choose closest to you should be the people who can teach you and who you want to aspire to become like them or better. So I think anybody coming from outside, we do have a dream, but let's be realistic and put it down, what you are good at, and then find ways to learn that techniques or that field quickly. I mean, don't think that it's going to take you 2 years, 3 years. I believe in crunching it in 1 month. Really, literally, I'm telling you, because its mind is like that. If you get passionate about something, then time has no meaning.
That's true.
You are able to listen and watch and practice, and then you say, I know this better now. Just like your husband. I want to give him really accolades in this interview. Dumil joined my academy just few months back, and you and Dumil have done tremendous, just tremendous, because you took the small things I taught, but you took it to the next step and the next step and the next step, and that's how you really build the business, because you are passionate about helping other people. And that is the other drive, I say. Whenever you're trying to do a lot more good things in life, always be looking at how many people you can help. Because if we help enough people get what they want, we'll get what we want. That's how Zig Ziglar, one of their mentors, and I have a lot of mentors who really taught me a lot of things.
Wow, amazing. It's true. When you're having fun, time flies. Time flies. So if you are doing what this man is saying, relationships, listen.
Yes.
You said you have to be passionate about what you want, but for the most part, you gotta look inside and try and do a meeting with yourself. You said that?
Yes.
for you to find out what it is that you want to accomplish in this country. And well, this is an amazing answer. Thank you for that advice. I think this is just true. I mean, this is real.
It
Look
really
at you,
is.
from $7 to 250 million plus. It's just. Did you actually did that meeting with yourself when you got here?
You know, I did. I would love to share that with you. I have always believed in law of attraction. That's
Okay.
one thing I really believe in. In other words, we are all radios, and the stronger the signal our radio station sends, a radio station or radio through the antenna, then in the energy, people pick up that and they get attracted to you because you sent out the signal so strongly who you want to become one day. So what I wanted to become about my academy and my writing books and investing in real estate and commercial, it just didn't happen overnight. But these were the signals when I sat down and we started buying single family homes and bought lots of them. Then we got the new signal that no, multifamily is the right way to do it. So it's good to take action when you are given the opportunity.
Absolutely.
You know,
I think that is key.
that is really key in success, because opportunities come by all around us, and many times we analyze too much or we are scared too much. So I would like to ask everybody to live with passion, with no fear, fear. That's so true, because if we just say what's the worst can happen? Nothing really. I mean, if people reject us in whatever we are asking, ask for everything that's in your mind. Ask questions, a lot of questions, and then listen. Because God gave us 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. So ask question, and that's just totally be quiet. People will tell you what they are really about and what's important to them. And that is what is important to all of us. Because if we can really bring everything in harmony, then we'll be reaching our goals and aspirations along with people. Our life is not solo. It's not just us. This should be like in team, there is no I, right? So we should be second nature. We should be always concentrating on everybody around us and giving value to everybody.
Wow, it's amazing. I could talk to you like all day, and this would not be enough for me to actually absorb all the things that you're saying. There's nothing I have to add to this. I mean, you have said it all, and I am so happy that we're here and that you are communicating. I wish you were in front of me the day that I came to this country, and I wish I heard these things from you and just become what I wanted to do. I never had that meeting with myself. And that's an amazing advice. Thank you, Vinney, for this. Lastly, I just want you to think of one person that you'll be grateful for to your journey here.
I'm a little bit crying because I think there are a lot of people who have helped me in my journey, and my grandpa comes to my mind. Actually, he was the one who paid for my ticket.
Wow.
To come here, to come into USA. I'm so in debt, and my uncle, who actually gave me shelter to come, and he was the sponsor, and I didn't want to be burdened on him. So I wanted to earn money to pay for the tuition and everything. But there are a lot of people all around me in the last 40 years who have been my mentors and who have taught me so much. And also by reading the books of the great people like Og Mandino and W.J. Schwartz with the Eckhart Tolle, Power of Now, Tom Hopkins in sales, Robert Kiyosaki in real estate, Jim Rohn, and lots of people, Zig Ziglar I'm forgetting, and Tony Robbins and all. They're all great mentors, and I owe so much to them. because they have made who I am today.
Thank you very much for this. This is amazing. Nothing less that we wanted to hear. It's just a special time for me and a special time for our family. You've meant everything for the first time that my husband met you, when he came to me and he said, "This is it," and I truly believe it. This is it. And this person, as you see here, this is what you get. He walked the talk. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. There's nothing I have to say. Thank you very much for being with us today. And you gotta say it in Spanish, Success in Español loves you.
Yes,
And
yes.
appreciates
Success.
you being here with us.
Español loves me, really, and I love you. Yeah. Maria,
Thank you,
thank you so much.
God.
Thank you for the time this morning.
Muchas
God
gracias.
bless you. Muchas gracias.